Hello there everyone, my name's Carl Jones and I'm so pleased to be joined today by Dorothy Chan. Dorothy is the Change Lead, Source to Pay, globally, and the Sustainability Reporting Lead for Standard Chartered Bank. And today we're going to talk a little bit around sustainability and the importance that has in Dorothy's programme, as well as some advice maybe to you listening on how your organisation can approach sustainability. So hi there, Dorothy.
Hello, Carl. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to see you. So first of all, would you mind talking a little bit about, obviously you've been leading the change transformation and the digital transformation for your travel programme. Would you like to talk about some of the key priorities you've found while doing that?
Definitely. Very excited to be here, by the way. Standard Chartered Bank operates a very unique footprint. So we have a large presence in the Asia region, US, Europe as well. And that gives us the opportunity to really try something that we truly believe in, which is striking the balance of user experience as well as sufficient assurance. We are a bank. Compliance is very important to us. But at the same time, I personally, as the lead of the program, strongly believe that user experience is equally important as well. At the end of the day, our staff needs to be able to actually leverage the technology that we provide so that we can, because business travel is actually part of the work and who wants to suffer from that. So that's a key consideration for any program that we run.
Super. And talk to me a little bit about sustainability and the importance you find for it in your travel program.
Sustainability, on the personal front, very close to my heart. Huge passion about that. And on the professional front, again, the partnership with SAP Concur give us the technology platform that we're able to enable a lot of aspirations or strategic plannings of that. So for example, on the sustainability front, when we look at travel program, we very heavily now look at the carbon footprint. And we're leveraging the technology to see whether we can do carbon offset. That's really to drive our personal change behavior when it comes to business travel as well. At the end of the day, to me, it's travelers or business travelers being better informed. They need to know the impact of their travel, yes, on the business front, but as well as on the climate change or sustainability. So to us, one key initiative that we're able to embark upon is carbon footprint. Another one that I personally, again, very proud of is what we call taxi tax. So this is actually a collaboration with SAP Concur that we're able to leverage the technology platform where a certain amount of the reimbursable claim that will actually be contributing to a central, what we call a cost center, so that we can drive some tangible and impactful initiatives as well. So what we're saying is that, for example, a claimant take a taxi, he or she will not be reimbursed with the full amount, but a dedicated amount of that reimbursable amount will be contributing direct to an NGO or any climate change related initiative that we're looking at. Again, another initiative, it's e-receipts. So we're hoping to collaborate with all our panel hotels to go as paperless as possible. Again, leveraging the technology platform, we're able to literally send the PDF hotel invoices, and the technology platform will be able to generate or create the expense items for us. So we don't need to be carrying around a pile of papers. And that to us, it's very important and very impactful, and be able to sustain the momentum on the sustainability front.
So that's really interesting. So as I'm hearing you, there's two major areas. One is how do you ensure that the processes are as sustainability as possible, for instance, e-receipts and so forth. And the other way is how do we build specific behaviours or opportunities for people to offset against various global initiatives or partners that you work with?
Yes, definitely. To me, sustainability, yes, is a top-down driven message, a very clear commitment on our side. But at the same time, we need to have the infrastructure to enable such behavior and provide the information so that our travelers can choose and be personally be responsible or be taking the interest in driving the behavioral change. For example, when we are preparing ourselves for the transformation program, we make sure that our policies, our processes are streamlined as possible, striking the balance that I talked about before, user experience as well as sufficient assurance. And then with the technology enablement, we're then able to drive the key initiatives and the strategic objectives that we set forth. I think that's where the partnership becomes very important, and providing and then another aspect is that with the transformation program now we're able to provide real time and even predictive analytics and MIs, management information dashboards, and that to us it's very influential in our decision making process.
So you've taken this opportunity as you've transformed your program post COVID to say, okay, how do we go about involving and embedding sustainability in there? When I talk to other organisations, and a lot of the people I'm sure listening are going to be saying, look, it seems a huge problem to tackle. How did you go about it in your program to try and set those maybe baby steps or clear objectives that you've got? How did you go about initially doing that? Any advice?
I wouldn't say it's advice, but the journey that we've embarked on, we're very clear in alignment of the bank's overall strategic priorities. And then we break it down into different aspects. So for example, in the travel program, as well as expense management, I look at it, or my program looks at it in the end-to-end user journey. So at the time of booking our business travel to the time of getting the money back, because at the end of the day, expense management system is about staff reimbursing the money that we actually put forward as part of the business trip. So to me, it's chunking it, the user journey, and then defining, okay, interim with the technology, what can we do? And then and then the other thing is networking through different talking to different peers to understand, okay, with the technology roadmap, what else can we have in the pipeline? To me, one key consideration is we need to do something that is tangible, so that our business travelers, our claimants can see the actual tangible impact. They believe that, this is something that we can achieve, and I personally play a role in it. And that's where the momentum starts to be driven, and that's how we sustain the momentum as well. It is looking at it from a user journey rather than just purely from a technology. Of course, like I've always said, technology enablement is very important. But I love the concept of looking at it. What does it mean to the users? How do we make it real for the users? And that's where I think that's how we start driving and sustaining the momentum.
One of the really exciting things that I think, and when I look at the technology platforms, is the interoperability angle, and the fact that once you build a foundation for the booking to pay process, you can then look to enhance your program through very specialized either app center partners, as we would call them, to try and make sure that the program itself is as customized as possible. So my advice normally is to people, don't be too worried about the point of arrival initially. It's set the foundation,
yes.
Begin the process maybe with some great initiatives like Standard Chartered has got to address things like offset and reporting and behavioural change, but set them up piecemeal. Don't try and do too much in one go.
Yes, so for example, the lovely phrase of low-hanging fruit. Yes, we need to think about that, but I like what you said earlier, it's future-proofing. So we always have the strategic vision, the aspiration there, but how do we make the step that is, like I said, tangible and impactful, so that I can feel that I can see it, right? Okay, these are the initiatives. This is driving the momentum, and how do I sustain it and achieve the goal? And technology advances in a fast pace now.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Who knows where we're going to be in 2-3 years' time?
Exactly. Now, like for example, some of the established app center partners with SAP Concur is already driving some of the paperless technology that we talked about. So I think that's where I'm very excited to be in part of this journey, definitely.
And we're excited to be part of the journey with you, Dorothy.
Thank you.
So listen, thank you very much. We are out of time, but I hope you guys have enjoyed listening in on that. If you do have any questions, we'd be happy to answer. Thanks very much for your time. And thank you, Dorothy.
Thank you.